Mic check 1 2 2 2 2 2. Mic check. Yeah. In here. Let's talk and rant. But it ain't Wednesday. It's thank God it's Friday. And it's your boy DJ Chaos, aka Chaos. You know what I'm saying? The DJ trucker and motivator. Cut this down. Background talk. Yeah, this is Let's Talk Rant. You know what I'm saying? Where we talk about things that going on in the news in present time. And we sure got a lot to talk about tonight, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, here we go. You know. There's always something to talk about in the world, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, I gotta bring in my brother in crime, you already know. The Lion Tribe member. Yes, sir. My brother. Dark Prince in his house.
I gotta give you 2 thumbs up. Yeah, I gotta give you 2 thumbs up. I wasn't expecting that. And then that's my tribe emblem, right? I appreciate it. Salute.
Yeah, yes, sir. You know,
Salute.
I know.
Yeah.
But I told you I come up with all kind of goodies. You never know what I might pop up on this podcast, bro. You know?
Well, don't be holding on to it then. I mean, what else in the damn damn?
I can even do it. I gotta bring the surprises in, homie. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? You know? But anyway, bro, I don't know. It seems like all signs of the ending is near. Because I didn't see, they said they had a 4.8 earthquake in New York, in New Jersey this morning. Did you hear about that?
Well, I was told 4.7.
Well, 4.7, 4.8. They just.
I mean, it's nothing y'all out in Cali, though. Yeah, that's nothing. But to New York, yeah, this is out of the normal here. But that's not the only thing, though. Check this out. On Wednesday, they got a picture of a lightning bolt striking the torch of Lady Liberty.
Yeah. That was the theme of the show tonight. I got a picture of her. I didn't tell you that either.
No,
I'm on it tonight. But I'm gonna put it up there. Hold on just a second.
I just pulled up on it. Yeah.
I thought I did, but I didn't because I was trying to put this other shit in there in the filter. You know what I'm saying? What we talked about earlier about the video of the brothers. You know what I'm saying, in Dallas, Texas.
Most definitely need that up. You definitely need that up.
Yeah, because I got so much stuff in that filter, man. It's kind of hard to kind of like keep up with this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm finna put that picture up there so folks can see it. I know I seen it earlier today, this morning. Somebody had shared it. Shout out to my brother. Yeah, matter of fact, my brother from Brooklyn, Stone Steve, shared it.
Shout out,
because you know he out that way. So,
shout out.
So, yeah, that was the theme of the show tonight. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Pull it up here so everybody can see it. Man, that shit was like crazy. I was like, you know, that's kind of like a sign because it was a Caucasian guy who talked about this on TikTok. And he was saying that Lady Liberty ain't Lady Liberty. She's something else under that dress that we don't know nothing about. That's dealing with some demonic type of concepts. Some demonic shit. And maybe the Most High trying to tell us something when he struck that torch.
Well, see, I come to find out through deeper study that when I did my study, they gave us a standpoint and they didn't give me the origin of the thing, but because it gave me something that I liked, I stopped right there and I didn't search no further, and that was on me because I was going off of how I felt about the matter and not the math. Now let's get into it. Originally, the Statue of Liberty was in the shape of a black woman. She was actually black. Instead of a torch, she was carrying a lantern. The lantern was supposed to be for the light the path for, you know what I'm saying, slaves and everybody else. That's what it was originally for. The slaves here in America. That's what she supposed to have been represented. She was a gift from France. America wasn't having no black woman standing out there on the harbor, so they asked for something different. What they asked for was the goddess Fortuna. The goddess Fortuna is known as Lady Luck. Lady Luck stands in the harbor for those who wanted to come over here to make it big, because it's the land of opportunity. They didn't say you was going to get it. That's also in gambling, people. Understand it. You have a potential to win. You have a potential to get things. But it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
But in the search and chase down of that dream, you do whatever and however. And this is what America's all about.
So that's what they call the casino, the Lady Luck Casino. So it means that, that's just like I've been saying. They build their concepts of evilry around names and let you enticed into it.
But see, that's the thing about when Sir Francis Bacon out of France was having his input as far as when the colonists was coming here over to the 13 colonies. The English language was going to be implied because the thing about it was spelling. But the spelling was actually have a dark occultic tones to it, because when you speak these English words, you're actually incantations of certain demonic forces, and people didn't know this. Which I also come to find out because from a Hebrew standpoint, the way things the Most High gave us was from right to left. And so you get the above as below also in our writing, because we also read and write from left to right. That's backwards. Same concept, people. If you take certain albums and then you play them backwards, you'll get a different message.
Yeah.
So the God of light, which is the Most High, has an imposter standing in the harbor in New York saying that it's a goddess of light and fortune. So if you are a God and you say you're the only God and there are no other gods before me, I've seen the big Jesus statue that they got up in Brazil. That's been struck by lightning and fell down, but they put it back up. I've seen homosexual churches with the Jesus out front been struck by lightning and burned down. They didn't put that one back up. And the crazy thing is, like, he'll give you signs naturally to let you know, okay, I'm going to have to intensify things. So crazy thing is, 2 days later, after getting a bolt on y'all national monument that stands for y'all country, you get a rumble in the jungle, whereas I'm going to shake you up now. Now, me and my brother was talking about it a while back, and I told you, I wouldn't be surprised I'm hearing about earthquakes. Crazy thing, but I didn't know that was going to go down. So when it dropped off, and I'm running across, because me and my brother was talking earlier before the podcast jumped out, so I was going to get off into my studies, and that's when I ran across it. Earthquake in New York, like, let me go and get into that, see what's shaking. Because I use the internet to do my digging research around the world on certain things when I run across things in my studies. And at the same time frame, the news is one of the biggest things globally that's going on as far as natural phenomena that I definitely look at. So understanding what's going on, and we ain't got to next week, people, April 8th, which will be another natural phenomenon going down. Now everybody's snapping pictures and saying, "Ooh, we having parties," stuff like that. You need to be paying attention because the last time this sign was shown was 7,000 years ago.
Bro.
So my brother was right.
Yeah.
The world is coming to an end, and either you paying attention or you're gonna get caught up. Straight like that. I'm gonna yield back.
This is a video from somebody's house in New Jersey today. They shared it on YouTube. The earthquake. Check this out. Is this a camera view of it? What's up, sis? Welcome to the show. What's up, sis? That's my sister.
Shut up. Wait a minute.
So
this Jersey?
Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah.
So it went from New York to Jersey too?
New Jersey, New York, and Philadelphia, and Pennsylvania.
That's massive.
It's right. Now that's crazy because my sister's on here watching. So I'm wondering, did you feel it?
Now at 4 o'clock, the question of the day: did you feel it? The strongest earthquake that hit this close to New York City in more than 100 years, shakes the entire tri-state. Centered in New Jersey, it was felt everywhere from Yankee Stadium to Albany, and we've got live team coverage. Good afternoon on a busy day. I'm David Usher.
And I'm Natalie Pasquarello. We haven't felt an earthquake that strong, that close to the city in our lifetime. So here's what we know right now. The magnitude 4.8 earthquake hit New Jersey just before 10:30 this morning. It was centered in Hunterdon County. That's about 40 miles west of New York City. Now, the USGS estimates that 42 million people felt it. And despite the shaking, the impact has thankfully been minimal.
Yes, so far no reports of any injuries, just minimal damage. As Natalie said, the MTA says that subway service was not affected. New York City schools did have regular dismissal today.
Earthquakes don't happen every day in New York. So this can be extremely traumatic.
We actually felt it here in the Capitol in Albany. People felt it on Long Island.
And our friends in college here, 30 Rock felt it as well. So we have live team coverage across the state, starting with News 4's Jessica Cunnington, live near the epicenter. Jessica.
Yeah, what a day it has been. This was the strongest earthquake to hit New Jersey in 241 years. But officials here in Hunterdon County, very grateful to report that there was no one injured. No one has been displaced, but damage assessments are underway at this hour across this entire area. They say that they are just now receiving some reports of some structural damage at people's homes. But I want to take you inside some people's homes with so much surveillance video camera footage that's been posted across social media where you literally could see what people felt. You see the shaking of the camera. This is in Tewksbury, the epicenter of this 4.8 magnitude earthquake. It's shaking around, obviously, the bleeped out words of people reacting to what was going on. In Middlesex, you could see and hear when books and items fell off the shelves inside that home. You could see how intense the shaking of the camera was, and that's what people described feeling throughout their body at 10:23 this morning in this area. At this point, officials here in Hunterdon County urging people or business owners to report any damage that's occurred so they could get a sense of really how widespread the impacts are. And by the way, this is the second earthquake this area has experienced in about a month.
We saw that, immediate influx of 911 call volume, basically folks that were worried and, uncertain as to what had happened. But as quickly as that spiked, we saw it kind of wax and wane, so to speak. So at this point, it's alarming. It's the second earthquake that we've had within the last month or so in generally the same area.
I was just reading a book with the kids, and next thing I knew, the whole house was shaking, and I was trying to organize, get the kids in one spot so I could figure out what was going on, because I really had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, pretty much the feeling across this area. Now, the town administrator over in Tewksbury told me that the governor's office gave them a call offering any support that they may need in the coming hours and coming days. The lieutenant governor of New Jersey telling NBC that they've activated the state's emergency operations center and are at the ready to help any municipalities out for any support. They've also been in communication with FEMA A wild Friday, to say the least, here in the borough of Lebanon and the surrounding areas. I'm Jessica Cunnington. Back to you.
Wild indeed, Jessica. And this might have been your first time feeling an earthquake like this.
Yeah, we want to bring in Storm Force Dave Price to kind of explain some of the science behind this quake, Dave.
All right, let's try and put it in elemental terms and talk about what happened today. If we look at the magnitude of today's earthquake, it was intense and it was rare for this region. But when we examine recent footage of earthquakes like the one in Taiwan, there are areas where more frequent and more powerful tremblers occur. So let's take a moment to go through the anatomy of today's earthquake and try and explain what we experienced, why we experienced it, and how people experience this across the tri-state area. Earthquakes are the result of rapid motion across a fault line. And in this case, it's the Ramapo fault. Many people might not know that it exists, but it does. And there's a vertical shift in the earth, sometimes deep and sometimes shallow, which creates a quake. And that movement releases stored up energy.
Ramapo Fault, which is the fault zone on which today's earthquake occurred, was active 200 million years ago. Plate tectonics is still responsible for the stress that builds up at the middle of plates. It's like if you're stretching a rubber band slowly so that you can't feel it at any given instant, but after a long time, when you let go, it will bounce back.
Millions of years of Earth's movement contribute to what we're seeing today. And what Professor Davis is referring to is elastic strain, and that causes seismic waves that cause the Earth to shake. Now, in the Northeast, where the Earth's crust is brittle and earthquakes occur close to the surface, they're often felt far and wide. So a 4.8 earthquake can be felt hundreds of miles away, like we saw in Albany today. And quakes typically last just about 10 to 30 seconds, like this morning. But depending on their intensity and where they occur, they can cause significant damage. Now, what made today exceptional is not the strength, maybe for our region, but not in completely objective terms. What made it exceptional was the fact that this is one of the most densely populated corridors in the country. We have skyscrapers, complex infrastructure, not only above ground, but below it. So it's all those things. Once you check and make sure everyone is okay, it's complex to make sure everything is okay. And that's what's taken most of the day and what may take several days more. And don't forget, we may still see aftershocks, not only today, but through the next several weeks as a result of this, or even longer.
Right.
We could also see some reports of damage too, and luckily so far, the only reports of damage so far from this earthquake are in New Jersey's biggest city.
The earthquake shifted some homes in Newark. They now seem to be leaning on each other. News 4's Adam Harding went out to take a look. He continues our live coverage. Adam?
And good afternoon to the both of you. Certainly a wild day throughout the state and here in Newark. This neighborhood specifically still dealing with the after effects of this morning's 4.8 magnitude earthquake. Behind us here, I want you to take a look at this row of homes here. These are multi-family apartment homes. And I want you to pay close attention here to the roof line of these three homes that are now touching. Families not allowed to stay here, at least right now. They say the homes are now leaning. In Middlesex County, a family could be seen running out of their home after Friday's 4.8 magnitude earthquake. About 30 miles from the epicenter, police in Newark called to 7th Avenue, where families say their homes shifted. Take a look at these roofs that are now touching.
I couldn't believe it until my daughter called me and said, "Ma, did you feel that?" And I said, "Oh, what was it?" And she said it was an earthquake.
All they said was the earthquake, and then maybe it shifted the house a little bit. Can you tell it like it shifted?
Paul Carey was able to get his two cats out. The city's safety director says 10 families, including 3 children, have since been relocated.
I heard some rumbling. I figured just from the outside. Because it was the house, it was shaking a little bit. I figured, man, it was from the outside. I thought it was the wind.
City Hall and local rec centers now closed. Inspectors today looking for any more damage. As displaced families await word it's safe to return home. And the big question now for those families, again, more than 25 displaced because of that earthquake, is when will they be allowed to return home? An inspector telling us a short time ago that's up to the city. And right now, there is no timeline. We're live in Newark. I'm out.
All right. I find some things kind of kind of evasive, kind of tricky. Because after all these years, I never heard anything like this before in the Northeast. Because I remember back here when New York was laughing at us in Los Angeles in 1987, when we talked about the earthquake we had in Whittier, which was a 6.1 earthquake that was the epicenter was stationed right in Whittier, which is like 15 minutes from where I used to live at.
Mm-hmm.
And I was scared shitless. I ain't gonna lie, 'cause I was 11 years old at the time. I was just recovering from a broken ankle. And I remember trying to get my crutches, and I said, fuck them crutches. I ran literally up under the table. I was just that scared because I never felt an earthquake in so long. I had forgot what the fuck it was until I thought about the movie Superman. And the thing was, David Letterman, when he had his Tonight Show on CBS back here, he was talking about it, and they was making jokes out there in New York about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at them motherfuckers. Look at the newsman. He sitting up under the table and giggling and shit. But now, here we are. That was, 34, 35 years, 35 years, 36 years ago. And look at them now. Look what they feeling. Ain't nobody laughing. Everybody looking like, what the hell going on?
But see, that's another part that got me while the news reporter was talking. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff going on that they didn't put out either.
Yeah.
They just telling me, you know what I'm saying, that spot over here in New Jersey, this they second earthquake within a month. I ain't never heard the Northeast even have an earthquake, not alone, you know what I'm saying, the second within a month's time frame. And they ain't putting that out there like that's just something that happened. That's not a West Coast thing. I mean, that's not East Coast thing. It's a West Coast thing. It's not on a normal occurrence like that. And then the man said it was the last 240 years, last time it shook it up. But now all of a sudden you're getting one last more and that. What's good? I'm going to yield back.
Okay. Bro, I'm going to share this. I'm going to show you the video I'm talking about. Because they so having, no, I ain't lying. They got the goddamn video on YouTube. We're going to use our for educational use. But this is educational a video from NBC's Tonight Show when David Letterman was on there. I think it was CBS. I don't know what it was, but I remember this like yesterday. Well, check this out.
And the NBC News team out there at KNBC, they were covering it. And of course, they were frantic because this thing happened at about 7:45 in the morning. And the ground all over Los Angeles is moving. And as you know, it's not really supposed to do that. So they instantly, they run into the studio and they jumped onto the air to try and aid in any way they could, people watching, people concerned for their welfare, as well we all would be under those circumstances. And this is what you saw if you were watching Channel 4 in Los Angeles this morning. This was a little of their coverage of the earthquake that took place at about 7:45 this morning.
But stay at home, keep tuned in, because the freeways are not the place to be right now.
Here we go. Everyone stay calm. Under the desk. Pardon us. You camera people, let's do the same thing. Don't
everybody under the desk. Let's not run the risk.
From Studio 10 of KNBC in Burbank right now.
Boys have found themselves a little special hiding place there where...
See what I'm talking about?
That's all.
Now that was October the 1st, 1987. That was like, what, 35, 36 years ago?
It was like he been waiting on this, dog.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, me.
Good.
I wasn't waiting. I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? All I can say is, you know, it ain't fun. Forever got the gun.
Yeah, he been waiting.
I was in Los Angeles. That shit was not funny at all because folks was dying around that motherfucker and shit was tearing up. Folks' houses falling in while they was on the outside watering their lawn.
Tell them why you're mad, son.
And the thing is,
What you thought? I saw the check, nigga. Huh?
I was there. But see, the thing is, California is pretty much is snickling and grinning now because they already know they like our houses ain't put together like y'all houses are. Y'all ain't got got a handful of grass, and y'all got y'all houses right up on each other. So if an earthquake hits, them motherfuckers gonna fall over like dominoes. Cause they ain't got you can literally look in somebody else's bathroom and tell what they got, what they went and bought and put in their bathroom, as far as soap, towels, any damn thing. That's how close they are. I wouldn't even want to stay in no shit like that. Gee, look like I seen your water running in your tub. How the fuck you know? Let me close my goddamn curtain. This motherfucker looking over here in my shit. What? That's how they live out that way. You hardly ever say they need some lawn work done. Hell no, when you ain't got what a goddamn, when you got a Hitler mustache or grass. You ain't got that much grass. So I get lawn mowers and lawn equipment out there is very cheap. What you think?
See, this ain't got much vegetation, man.
Oh yeah. It's really crowded out there. But I'm finna get go. I'm finna go for the
2 + 2 is 4. Make it.
I'm finna go for the 2 + 2. I kind of feel like it's more that's behind all this earthquake shit because, like I said, those fault lines can be generated with some kind of electrical energy. And they know the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, all those areas up that way is overpopulated. And what way to cause a catastrophe? Let's test this earthquake out on the East Coast and see if it works. It might sound weird to a lot of folks, like, man, that's crazy. That don't even sound right. That don't even sound like that can even occur. Oh yes, they can. They can generate thunderstorms. They can generate earthquakes too. What makes you think they can't?
They still got a heart machine, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. And each one of those, they got 150 towers, and that basically controls that heart machine. And they say out of each tower is putting out 150,000 watts of power. Just imagine that. Out of all those towers, putting that much electricity into the atmosphere, into the ground. That's more than an average radio station.
Yeah, it is.
So if they got a target, they'll hit that target. Because that's probably a test ground. They try to see if this shit gonna work or not.
Well,
oh yeah, it's working.
Yeah.
448. Next time they're gonna turn up the juice and really see what shake loose.
Got to see what happens.
They're gonna be like, well, I know one thing. We gotta vote, get out here and vote. because.
But there is one man here on Earth who will never kneel before you. Who is this imbecile?
Donald Trump. That's what everybody say. Donald Trump gonna be out here to say today. He gonna start all this shit. No, people. Politicians ain't your God. Politicians ain't your Lord and Savior. You are your Lord and Savior. Say it yourself. Get together. Settle your differences. Stop worrying about who's black, who's white, who's Asian, who's Italian, who's Jewish, who's not, all this old shit, and come together. But you ain't gonna do that because that sounds like a cuss out. That's the reason why they constantly dancing around y'all ass like Puff Daddy, doing all this goofy shit. And you know we gonna go on with this shit though. Let's talk about this video I was telling you about right here.
Powerful symbol of solidarity in Dallas. A group of black men marching arm in arm across the Margaret Hunt Bridge earlier this morning. Organizers saying it was all to raise awareness about all the issues that they feel divide and undermine their community. Things like poverty and lack of mental health support. Fathers, businessmen, activists, faith leaders, and even students all coming together. And they say that's the way to pave a more positive path forward, and that is together.
We all like to think we can do things by ourselves. Some people like to say they are self-made this, they're independent that. But, man, in reality, there is no such thing. We all need each other. We all depend on each other.
We already know that we have individuals who do good in this city. We recognize them. What we're trying to do is an effort to bring all of us together and working in concert as a conglomerate, to understand that you don't have to continue to do good by yourselves.
Absolutely.
We can actually do more when we unite.
Leaders say they hope their focus on empowering and improving the lives of black men can really translate into a better future for the entire black community at large.
What you think, bro?
That's the highlight of the show tonight, as far as I'm concerned.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We've been talking about this unity thing for a long, and to see that our men did it in this day and age, when it's supposed to be do what you want to do, that's powerful. And I can see why they didn't get the national attention that it didn't get, because they don't want everybody to be looking at this new picture of black men.
Yeah.
Because I can guarantee if they would have showed this while it was going down, while everybody else was doing their thing, and let me set the scenario for you. You at the spot watching TV, you know what I'm saying? The hood's at the spot watching TV. Y'all probably watching some YN whatever, or 2-1 whatever, this person killer, whoever. And all of a sudden during commercial break, they're like, we just gonna cut down to Dallas to show you what's going on. And y'all see the men, you know what I'm saying, marching down, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. First and foremost, whatever they just got through talking about on the rap song, you forgot about that, because now your mind been changed over. So what's going on with the fellas? What are they doing?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It would have stopped all America right there as far as our people. I know it would have. But the fact of the matter, you know what I'm saying, that they only just kept that secluded to Dallas. I mean, they couldn't have stopped it because Dallas, the boys said they was like, why is that didn't make the news? So the news went on and said, okay, we do it, but they still kept it in-house to the point where, you know what I'm saying, it didn't go national. And that's something that's supposed to go national.
You would think. You would think. Because see, the thing is, you know, if it would have been 100 guys out there in the middle of the street shooting and blowing each other fucking head off, they'll have live coverage.
That would have went national.
Oh, look at my brother then chimed in. What's happening? Jeremy Hill Show.
Oh,
that's
salute.
the brother there. Yeah, yes, sir. Much love, bro. Much love.
Salute.
Yeah. The thing is, man, that's what, you know, if y'all get a chance, man, y'all out there listening, Facebook land, YouTube land, or whatever, y'all need to check this brother's podcast out. And bro, like I told you, we're gonna be the chance to go on there and chime in with him, bro. You know, I be trying to get in there with him, but I be so busy rolling to the point where I don't never get a chance to get in there.
Man, good people are always busy because they're about their business.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's why I come to find out about things. But what I know is when everybody hook up, it ain't nothing been missed at all. That's how I know everything genuine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, his content is deep. You know what I'm saying? He don't hold no punches. You know what I'm saying? He let it loose.
I'm tired of the soupy, you know what I'm saying, conversation that most of society has anyway. As you already know, when we talk about this all the time, is that the thing is, you know what I'm saying, like take for instance the feminism. And I know it's a sticker with you, my brother, because the thing is you want to see the dynamic between man and woman, because that's the way the Most High designed it all. But feminism got things shaking up. Now, the thing that powers the feminism is the simp fellas out here. If the simp fella will go ahead and sit 10 toes down and start leading like you were designed to lead and stop listening and following like the world and femininity tell you to do, we'll be in a better state. But I would like for you to bring to light what you told about me earlier about the Caucasian women and what they told our sisters.
Well, it's funny that, you know, I ain't lying because brother, he did a tutorial on a white woman talking about us, our women, on his show today. And I caught that this morning as I was cooking breakfast. And it didn't blow me out the water. I knew I was just waiting on it to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting on Sims have destroyed the game. Yes, sir. They damn sure did. But let me see. Bro, out of fair use, Jeremy, you don't mind we should use one of your videos and show it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's get confirmation from the brother. We want to make sure we do this right.
Yeah. Because we're gonna have to I want to start, you know what I'm saying, sharing some of his content, man, to let it be known. Because bro, that video there was some deep shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some real shit at that. And this another video. I gotta look your other video up, the one about the women talking about, you know, us talking to young women.
That's the thing about it. They already know that dynamic has already been going on since, you know what I'm saying, olden time, ancient time. The thing about it is with the modern woman right now, she's upset because you're now used up, you're now no longer of value, and now you want to corrupt the younger seed because the thing is you see the value in them. Now, here's the thing, people. Us as older gentlemen, we can see ourselves in the younger men. The thing of the dynamic with that is that the older women see themselves as the younger women. Your time's up because you've been used up. And you put yourself out there because the women, I agree with the late brother Kevin Sellers. He said, women, you start out at the top of the mountain. The more you give yourself to men, the more down the mountain you go. Whereas men, we have to work ourselves from the base of the mountain up to the top. That's exactly the dynamic it is. So the further you coming down the mountain and we're going up, why we want to get you right here halfway up while we going up the mountain? And by the time we reach the summit, the thing is, we like, I want somebody that shares this dream and gonna help me sustain this dream. Not, you know what I'm saying, suck me dry, vampire style. And at top of it, these are used J's. I don't want these Jordans. I want the brand new pair. Straight like that.
Worldwide objection. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one it was, but I'm looking it up. Yeah, KS, you know, God rest the dead. I did a content part, a little shorter video back here last year before I got sick, you know what I'm saying, on Kevin Samuels, on the reason why he was hated so much, you know, because they literally had a fucking party of this man's death to Kevin Samuels party.
You know what? Now, see, we done got to a point Well, we're the only race on the planet doing this right now. That's one thing that should stand out and get people, you know what I'm saying, alarm bells going off, but it don't. They really, really in a deep sleep. I should say comatose. Yeah, comatose.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you know what I'm saying, these women nowadays have got that Disney delusional mind, whereas I think we were brainwashed watching that now is look back on because we were taught and trained to treat this female like a princess. But I never saw, looking back on it, any animation where they were teaching the women how to respect and appreciate the men. So with that dynamic and the fact that as you get older and you can't have your way, only thing I'd come here was a child, you just get bitter. So now you would poison the younger generation about being with me because you already see that they don't want me and they're going to always look past me because they do want the younger woman. They do want the vitality. They do want, you know what I'm saying, the longevity with that. They do want somebody they'll be able to lead because these people have no accountability. The modern woman, and her mouth runs 100 miles an hour. And she's never wrong, and society backs her up. That's a fight we'll never win, gentlemen. We have to just lean back and let the chaos take care of itself. And I'm going to yield back.
Yes, sir. Okay, I found one that I think this is the one I was talking about earlier. But check this video out. Shout out to the brother once again, Jeremy Hill, for letting us use this.
Salute.
Check this out.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, what I'm talking to you about, ladies and gentlemen, as a topic of discussion is how that modern women, Black women in particular, are perceived not only by people in America, but by people in other countries. There are a lot of women that are saying that they are being viewed incorrectly, especially women of the Black community. So what I'm going to attempt to do is show you the reasons why people of our ethnic group and people of other ethnic groups are classifying the modern woman to be a certain type of way. What I'm going to show you first is a young lady who is 24 years old, and she has already gotten almost 100 bodies on her. She's a lady who sleeps around, and by 24, she has almost 100 bodies. Let me go ahead and put up there for you right quick so you can see this all for yourself, ladies.
Oh, God damn. Bruh, what you think, man?
I told you, it's a Muppet show. I got my popcorn butter right now. I'm ready to watch the movie.
Did I hear that right? I don't think we did.
You for real?
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it.
I'm 24 and I'm from DC. My body count is 92. My sister. If you could guess a number, what number would you say? Am I being recorded? You all being recorded. But you can tell the truth. You can tell the truth.
Maybe in the 40s or the 50s.
7.
Now, check this out now. Check out this now. This woman is 24 years old. Now, if you times her age by 24, I think that makes her 48, right? If she keeps on going at the speed that she's going now, by the time she reached 48, she would have slept with 184 different men. 184 different men. Now, I want you to understand, ladies, you are viewed as sexual deviants in the eyes of other people, in my humble opinion. You are known for being highly promiscuous. Sorry about that. Promiscuous.
Promiscuous.
But that is the issue, especially when you come on here, online, on different podcasts, to let everybody know just how much of a whore you choose to be. Now I'm going to show you another lady who's in a relationship, who is about to end her relationship because she's not getting enough pipe. And not only because she's not getting enough pipe, but because she misses the days of thotting. She's going to tell you that she missed being whorish. It's going to come out of her own mouth. So let me go ahead and play it for you so you can see it for yourself. One moment as I put it on the screen.
Ladies, if y'all want some consistent penis, don't get in a relationship. Go be a fucking hoe. Let me tell you how when I was a hoe, I never had to go days without dick ever. I always had.
That's because you are a whore. That's what whores do. She says that she's not getting enough of the sex. See, that's what I keep telling you in a lot of my videos that I've made before. The more men that women sleep with, the harder it is for them to pair bond with a man, because any man that sleeps with this particular woman will be competing with every other sexual experience she has had with any other men. Okay? If she done slept with 80 men, that one man who comes into her life and chooses to be in a relationship with her, he will be competing against 80 different men in the bedroom. Everything that those 80 men did to her that she enjoyed. Now, of course, she can tell the man to do different things to try to show him the stuff that she likes. But there's some things that he can't change. What if she like bigger pipes and that man don't have a huge 12 inches of pipe? He might got 9 inches of pipe, but the other guy had 12 inches and thick a pipe. He can't change that no matter how many times he do the position the right way. You get what I'm saying? So when you are sleeping with many men, it is going to be hard for you to be happy. You'll never be satisfied in a relationship. You will always be looking for another man. You will always desire someone else. No matter how good the man you have is, you will always want another man. This is why it is not good for any woman to live a lifestyle of severe promiscuity. Close your legs. It's that simple.
Now I'm in a relationship. I can't even get a good pumping. I don't even be trying to do it every day. Maybe every 2 days. Maybe every 3 days. If that. Sometimes I go 4 days. I should never have to go more than 2 days without dick if I'm in a relationship and we're living in the same house. That shit is so stupid. And yes, I'm very much crying. You know what I mean? Because I'm pissed. I don't want to be in a relationship no more. I want to go home. I miss the old days where I could just call somebody up and they just pull up and just do whatever I wanted them to.
I just want to be a whore.
Now I got to go in here with this fat fucker and watch him cry about catching a cramp because of the position I want to do. The fuck?
What kind of position you want to do, bitch? You want to float your legs back and do a somersault?
That woman was crying tears because she misses being a hoe. That's what she just told you. I didn't say that. She said that. She said she is in very much tears because she missed the lifestyle of whoring, because she's not satisfied with the man that she has. Think about this crazy, wicked behavior, man. And you know I got more for you. See, when people look at the black woman today, in my most humble opinion, they don't see them as human beings no more. This is the problem.
Yeah.
This is why you're the least desired
Project
on dating apps. That's why people are swiping left, I believe, right? That means you don't want them, you swipe left. That's why most people swipe left. Because of these things that I am showing you, because of your behavior. Let's see what this sister had to say.
Every nation is judged by its worst examples. When people from overseas look at the black woman in America, they're not.
Now, I love her to death, and I'm trying. If the Most High let me get her, I'm going to bring her on the show. And I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to give her some questions and throw it out there and let her go the fuck in. Sister Shahrazad Ali. The best who ever did it in the last 30 plus years. I remember seeing her on the Donahue show, on what's the brother name? Montel Williams show. I seen her on a lot of shows back in the 90s. She spoke a lot of this shit that these stupid ass bras are doing in existence way back then. And everybody thought she didn't know what the hell she was talking about, including Iyanla Vanzant. Now Iyanla Vanzant dick riding the hell out of her now. Because her life ain't hitting on shit. What?
Don't worry about it. Let her get this bread from the sister.
Yes, sir.
Necessarily looking at me or some of the other women that I know. They looking at porn, black women in porn. They looking at today black women going on the Facebook and Instagram, shaking their naked behind. Some of them are mothers and daughters standing next to each other. shaking their naked behind.
Exactly. Shaking your naked behinds. And that is the truth, because we see mothers and daughters, sometimes granddaughters, mothers and daughters in the clubs, half dressed, nearly unclothed, grinding their hips and their backsides on strange men, strangers that they don't know, just people they just want to, grandma and mom want to grind up on like that, looking quite whorishly. Think about it, man.
Pause it right quick,
Now,
though,
the
bro.
last clip I'm going to...
Now, hoping the brother Jerry's still on, because definitely I want, you know what I'm saying, pull up on the wave on some things that was mentioned already. Especially, you know what I'm saying, with that whorish attitude and the woman admitting that. Now, getting more metaphysical on some deeper things here. These women, once the thing, okay. When man was created, he was given a helpmeet, a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Sex was given to man and woman so they could bond them together to each other physically. And now you think about each other all the time. Once you start introducing other people into that cipher, the woman by nature starts to take on certain characteristics of the men that she sleeps with. This is why she will not be satisfied with you, because her mind is on Tyrone, Terrell, Randy, Doodoo, whoever else that's in the way. And old girl here say she's up to 92. Close. We might well say the buck. She got the 100 bodies, because I guarantee she'd already worked at 8 after that video was over. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, brother, for putting it on black, because they need it. Straight up Hennessy, no chaser. That's how we got to talk to our people. I'm going to yield back. Go ahead. Yeah. That's it. Same frequency, brother. Straight like this. Salute. Keep doing your thing.
I want to say something before I finish this video.
Yeah.
You know what brought me to his attention, to Jeremy Hill's attention? I don't know if you remember, but I come out of I was taking a load to Fort Worth, Texas, coming out of California one time, and his content came up on my page, on my channel. You know what I'm saying? You know, you get that homepage. You know, you got a homepage on YouTube, just like you do every other goddamn, social media site. And I clicked on it, and I was just listening to him. And it was just that same energy that I got when I first started listening to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I was like, here's a brother that feel the same goddamn way I feel right now about these goddamn Jiminy Cricket nasty assholes out here. Because everybody walking around, they just fuck daddy, tap dance, and take that shit around the real situation of what black women are doing in society. And they blaming the hell out of us like it's our fault when it's really theirs. And and he had the audacity to come out here and point this shit out. And then, most folks will see his video and they'll say, "Oh, he just black women shame. He don't like black women." No, that's not the point. The point is, y'all the ones are putting y'all businesses out here to the whole world to see. You know what I'm saying? Just like Sister Showers Ali said on one of these videos that I shared on TikTok. She said, y'all the only ones that tell the man's business in Western society. The Jewish community don't do it. Caucasian people don't do it. The Japanese don't do it. The black woman is always doing it. You know what I'm saying? She's always seemed like to have the most problem with us than any ethnicity of human beings on this planet.
She's been trained that way, though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I get that too. I already know the historical, because we talked about this earlier today.
Okay, but for our sister listeners out there, you know what I'm saying? We're going to revert back to what I titled. Well, we're having a rant tonight, and we're just getting it off our chest on how we feel about certain things. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, just to show, Jeremy Hill, you know what I'm saying, bro? You did that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, like I said, I was listening to Kevin Samuels when he was alive. I started listening to Kevin Samuels when he only had like 60,000 followers. And then I look up, maybe not even a good year, he started getting over 1 million. And his shit going up, to the point where he had to start charting on his channel because folks coming in there making threats and saying all kind of weird shit. And the only way you can come on there and really say, chime in or say anything, you had to pay on his channel. You had to pay for his subscription and shit. Become a subscriber to his channel, as a supporter or whatever, because it was getting that deep. But like I said, much love to you, bro. Let's keep on with this show.
Oh, definitely.
Is very, very terrible. This is going to be about a clip about a woman who told her man that his child was dead just to hurt him. The child was alive, but she wanted him to think that the child was dead to get back at him. This is what most of the men in the black community talk about when it comes to our women, is that our women can be cruel, very cruel, very heartless, very cold, without any type of affection, no consideration of someone else's feelings. So let me show this clip, and it's terrible, believe me. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta put.
I got something to talk about this.
And I might hate you for the rest of my life, for real, because you knew.
Why would you tell him that the baby was dead, though?
To be honest, I wanted him to be hurt. I wanted his feelings to be hurt. I just wanted him to feel something because I never feel like he feels anything. And I'm always the one just feeling some stuff, like feeling hurt, feeling
You want him
lost.
to feel what you're feeling.
I did. And I apologize to him for that. And I know that's never going to be enough. Apology is not enough. I understand that. And I understand what I did was wrong. And it was very wrong. And I'm sorry. But I did. I wanted to punish him.
I really want to encourage you.
Punish him?
To stop sleeping.
See, never mind. Go ahead. Run the tapes. Listen.
I really do. Because you two are both hurting and are grieving still. And there's so much going on.
Maybe one last time.
Brainless, dickless,
She thinks
hopeless,
a joke. Talk about
heartless,
maybe one last.
fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit!
This time, jokingly, she says that. That is a classic textbook example of a narcissistic woman. Now, there are women who are not narcissistic to that degree, that act like that, but I can tell that's a very narcissistic woman, a very vengeful, a very spiteful woman. Imagine telling a man that his seed, his child, is dead just to hurt him, just to make him grieve, because as she said, she's the only one who ever feels something. She just wanted to make him hurt the way she hurts. She just wanted to make him feel, because he doesn't show emotion like a woman. He's not supposed to show emotions like a woman. He's supposed to show logic. Men have emotions, but we don't express them like a woman. Why? Are you ready for this? Boom, 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 boom. Because we're not women. Women are not supposed to act like men, and men are not supposed to act like women when it comes to expressing themselves. Anyway, everyone is unique and different when they do express emotion. Just because this man is not expressing himself in the way that you think he should does not mean that he is incapable of feeling. And what she did was downright cruel, horrible, evil, wicked. In my most humble opinion, she should be put in jail for that. Imagine the psychological damage she caused that man. How can he trust another woman? Imagine the psychological trauma that she just gave him. Because women want to talk about men traumatize them. What about sick individuals like that woman right there? Imagine the crushed soul that man had upon the news of his child being deceased by someone who he loved, or by someone he calls the mother of my child. Oh yeah, they're gonna keep it real on the Jeremy Hill Show, baby. I'm gonna give you all the facts and truth. And this is the reason why, lady, modern women, black women in particular, why you are viewed the way that you are viewed. These are some of the examples. They're easy to find, these examples. Like, I don't make them up, it's there. Okay? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this right here. You know how I get down.
All right then, brother. Give us your take on it. What you want to piggyback on? Open it up.
Oh, you talking about me?
Brother Jeremy too, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. We got to get a phone line going, because like I said, we need to hear live, especially like we got a special guest in the house. with our brother, Mr. Jerry and Grace, who was president. But man, you're gonna talk about that a little later on, though. But anyway, yeah, what you think about it, dog?
Well, here's my thing here. You know, it seems like now it's always been a competitional thing when it comes down to black women and black men. Black women want to be like black men, and black men want to be like black women. And it seems to me that it's basically orchestrating the problem in our society, because that's why you got so many bitch raised little boys coming up in society now, because they're always taking off the whole concept of what their mother think about society, especially black men, about his father. See, the thing is, they can go to church and say they worship in Jesus, and Jesus Christ, their personal Lord and Savior, and all this thing, all this and that and other, but at the same time hate the father that they had a child with, they was carrying the child with. So I mean, it's like a hypocritical concept going on here, because that young lady, she didn't have to do that man like that, because he literally was hurt. I mean, it's a such thing as understanding is the best thing in the world. If you don't have no understanding, then you can always be unconnected to each other's thought process. You know what I'm saying? And the young lady clearly was probably just with that dude just because of how much money he probably had and whatnot. And she seen him as a simp, because a lot of these women nowadays, they trying to find the simps. They're not trying to find a strong backbone black man to be in the household, because that's gonna consider submitting. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to submit for shit nowadays. I mean, submit sound like slavery to a lot of these dumb hoes now. And that's the way it is. I mean, because if a woman literally, say for instance, I hear stories all the time. I want to be a good man because I need help with my bills. And it's like, that's all you need him for? You don't need him to try to help you lead yourself down a righteous path of society that we living in? Because the thing is, see, they don't understand their own values. Most black women don't even know their values. That's why they wear hair, hat, and eyelashes all the time. They want to look like the Caucasian. They don't want to look like themselves because they got a problem with themselves. They expect a man to come in there and love them for them. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. I don't know how to love myself. Shit, I need somebody to show me how to love myself. That's why I spend $2.6 trillion a year going to the store, buying hair, hat, and eyelashes, and makeup, making this fake imagery of nothing. Because, like I said, you look up, and I'm like this here, ladies, and this is no diss. This is some real shit. If your ass look like Tyrone, James, Nook, and Pookie, and all these good motherfuckers, then you look like that nigga. Don't be trying to hide that shit with all this fake imagery, because I scare easily. I'm telling you. We come in the club and we go out to dinner and we go to a hotel or something and chill, and you say, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself cleaned up and slip into something comfortable, and you come out there motherfucker looking like me, bitch, we gonna have problems. Cause you gonna come out there looking like a nigga. I'm like, hey, who are you? Oh, it's me, baby. I just took off. Gonna be like, oh girl, Anna Marie Johnson, I'm gonna get you sucker. When the bitch took off her hair hat, and had the damn piece of hair stick on top of it, and took her leg off, her titties off, and all that shit. No, I don't like no shit like that. I want to see the natural you. That way I know where you stand. Because if you can take on the natural you, then I know you can take on the natural me, and you can take on the natural life within it anyway. What you think, bro?
I think as a race of people, I should more say a tribe of people, is that we have assumed a lot of westernized thinking and upbringing, along with conditioning and programming, and also the environment to make sure that all this, you know what I'm saying, is a perfect chaotic state for our people. And so right now, gentlemen, there's only way, you know what I'm saying, one road to being a simp. And the way that is, it's a devilish way of tricking us in because the Most High gave us the most beautiful women on the planet. I still stand by that.
Yes, sir. All day long. Facts. All day. Facts.
But right now, they have a twisted mind frame and they're not thinking right and they're off. So in their pursuit in this country called capitalism, this is why they get their capitalism is by ruining the man through him and his seed.
Yep.
So understanding that this is her present state of mind, I think it'll be wise to leave her to herself right now until she can get herself together. Because if you find a female out there and your heartstrings are tied into her, believe me, once you lay down with you, you're going to be into it to the point right now that it's going to be yes, baby, because you fell in love with her looks and then how you get down with her.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get used like that because see, you're actually loving the person and the other person is actually using you. And so before you knew it, strong men have been weakened, have been turned out, have been, you know what I'm saying, bastardized from the feminine society, as they would like to say it, because they can't control you. And the thing about it is, man was never created to be controlled by a woman. He was created to lead her. And the thing about a modern woman is she has no accountability. And the biggest thing is she doesn't want you to lead her. She wants to lead you.
Yep.
So you can't get out of this mentality state of woman that's present that's out there right now because they're all in a mind state whereas, you know what I'm saying, I got to get over on you. And I'm going to move on to the next because we've been in this cycle of getting ran through.
Yes, sir.
So, ladies, it's not a thing of that because, like I say, it comes back to saying what Mike MJ said. Everybody got to look in the mirror in the morning. And if you got crust, you got sleep juice over your face, you don't want to get it off. When the world sees, they're going to say, you know, you got that on face. Don't get mad. You need to clean up in the morning when you look in the mirror.
Yeah. You said this like you said, Michael, what MJ, God rest, Michael Jackson said on the song Man in the Mirror. If you want to make a world a better place, take a look at yourself and make that change.
That's the thing. And the feminism's got everybody believing this under the feminism umbrella. They ain't got to make no change. You got to change.
You got to change. Yeah.
It ain't going to work. So I'm not going to chase that right now because all that's going to be heartache and failure. And let's look at it again, gentlemen, what you got to look at. These are the three rolls of the dice you got to put in your mind before you can get with this woman. All right, now let's say you see her out there. Bam, she looks good to you. You want to go ahead and get down. Now let's take another thought. So, you know what I'm saying? If you're logically thinking right then, hopefully, you're like, there's a chance I can get STD. There's a chance I can get an unwanted pregnancy. There's a chance she can have some crazy dude, you know what I'm saying? He don't want nobody with her, so he kill us all. These three things we got to go through our minds today. That needs to pass through your mind. Now, once you say okay to all three of those, then you go ahead and go for what you go. But I believe, logically thinking men that's trying to be kings out here and build an empire with the queen and have a dynasty, you don't want all these package deals on her when you meet her. Which why, ladies out there, we would like the younger woman. But the way things are going, the younger women, you know what I'm saying, at 24, as you see, they got almost 100 bodies. There's a squeeze on our society. So it's like hands in there. What can we do? But the same thing is in the morning when you get up, look in the mirror, make that change. And I'm going to yield back.
Well, I got a question. Now you got this thing. It was I'm not gonna call the nigga's name out. Well, he's one of my friends on Facebook because this podcast is being shown on Facebook. Excuse me, as well as YouTube and Twitch TV.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I was reading something on his page 2 days ago, where he was saying, older men trying to talk to younger women, and they call it. They said that's pedophile. How the fuck is 2021 pedophile?
First and foremost, everybody remember.
Brother Hill did a video on that a while back here about they say the older women complaining about older men dating younger women at that age. That's a trending thing now in society.
Trending how? It all depends on, who pushes the narrative.
They thinking that young grown women shouldn't be dating nobody that's 40 plus and older.
That's already a contradiction in the statement itself. Because they're the same older women that's telling young women, you don't need a man, be independent. So guess what they're going to do? They're going to get 92 bodies on them. Like I said, some other planet, bro, but I'm going to let them have it. Where my light at?
Yeah, because I know, because he did his video. I'm trying to look it up. Because bro got so many videos, boy. I'm talking about he got a lot of there like Time Life used to have back in the day. You remember the old school Time Life commercials where you got volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got some videos on here, bro.
That's what's up.
But I know I seen one he had did on, and I found it funny because I'm like, how in the hell a young 21-year-old woman is considered like a child, like is considered a child. She's not.
I'm gonna read something right here. That brother Jerry just posted. He said these women are old and bitter and don't want to see nobody happy. Well, there you go. Because once again, with that, I'm gonna pull up on the wave. They're bitter and old because they've been ran through already. You done lost your value. No man looks at you because the older men that's in your age bracket or older, and some a little bit younger than you, already know you are using. So when the 20-year-olds come through, now all of a sudden you in your late 40s, you getting in the 20-year-old, you know what I'm saying? Ain't none of these niggas do good. They all the same. They gonna do that thing. You just need to be independent, do your thing. That's bitterness talking to her to stop her from having a life of a marriage, being successful, and happy at the same time. That's what it is. She no longer has those options no more. That's gone. She's no longer at the top of the mountain, people. She's down at the baseline talking to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. Shouting up at the top of the mountain what they need to do.
That's the whole concept of it. Because she's got a working womb. The young lady is brand new. She's brand new out the box. Everything is still in working order. He's gonna go and look that video up for us right quick. Because I want to share that video. I got to. Because this is going out to the person that post that video, post that the comments on that under the Facebook thing I was talking about. But like I said, I ain't gonna put the brother on blast, but it seemed kind of illiterate to me because there's nothing wrong with an older man talking to a young woman, even because like I said, when I first come down south in the 90s, I was wondering why I couldn't get no action. Because all the old niggas had the action. They were talking to females of our age. Even that damn Freak Meat documentary that they finna put out is going to specify all that shit. Mm-hmm. But see, the thing is, just like brother said, they're old, bitter. They farts ain't working. They ran through. And now that their daughters are growing up looking just like they used to look back in the days, they hurting. He said it's called 50-year-old woman. Yeah, okay. Look that up now. Yeah.
You know what's crazy about that? While you checking that up, listening it up. What's the name of the 70-year-old lady? You know what I'm saying? She looks like she's in her 20s because she works out there much. That she had to tell me I had to go out with my husband all the time because the young guy's trying to holler at. I can't remember her name. Y'all, please. What's the matter with that?
I know you're talking about, but I can't remember the name either.
Man, don't worry about it. I'm about to find out what her name is right now, because I'm talking about when I say that woman is drop dead gorgeous, any man that will look at her right now be like, I need to go in and holler. Straight like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry about it. I got y'all. I'm about to Google it now. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that video. Let's see. Yeah, I remember seeing that. I knew I wasn't crazy. Because I was seeing that, I was like, what the hell? I'm like, and she sounded so fucking stupid saying this shit.
Fine.
Bruh, let me see it. I think I was past it. Let's see. Okay, I know what I was gonna do. I make it easy only. Do it just like this here. Let's see.
My mantra is determined. She decided it wasn't too late to cheat.
Welcome back. Only on 12 News at 6.
Man, that ain't what I'm looking for.
Let's see. If you're on or not on it.
Man, what is that woman's name? Man, I can't find it right now. They got all these other. It's not her.
Early behind that video.
Hey, pal. Yeah.
I can't find the name right now. But when I tell you she's a specimen of a woman,
I think this is it right here.
you found it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. I found that motherfucker. On there, check this out.
Come on with it.
Now, what I'm going to talk to you about right now is a topic, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that there are angry, bitter black women out there who are condemning other men of every nationality? But we're going to focus on the black men. They are condemning black men because they are choosing to date and to marry younger women. And we're going to get into this because this is a very interesting topic to me. They are mad because you're choosing someone who don't have all those doggone trauma bonds and attitude because they're young. So let me go ahead. I'm going to give you some data and statistics with this reaction video as well. So hold on as I pull it up on the screen. We could get right into it, Jack. There we go.
Listen to this, raw, man. Listen to this.
Hello and happy Monday. I've got something to say, and some people probably won't like it, and I really don't care. But if you are over 30, and I'm being gentle with 30, and you are into these 21-year-olds, you just nasty, and your ass needs to be locked up, like for real. I see a lot of even 40, 50-year-old men out here talking about they grown, they 21, they grown. No, you're nasty.
Come on
like
now,
for real
dog.
trifling. What
Come
is
on,
it? What kind of
man.
chemical imbalance is going on in your brain to make you think that is okay? Yeah, some of these little girls out here are strapped, but when you talk to them, they're young. First of all, most of them have never even had an apartment, a heartbreak, pay bills. Half of them are still trying to figure out whether or not they want to go back to college.
Let's get into this. Now, the main reason why men want to date younger women is precisely what you just said. They haven't went through no heartbreaks. You know why? That means they don't have no trauma bonds to somebody. They don't think all men are dogs. They're not going to have their walls up against a man. You can mold these women. You can lead these women. These women can be more submissive to you. They're delighted about life. They're pleasant to be around. They can't wait to be around you. They can't wait to see what you're going to do for them. That's the reason why older men choose to date younger women, because when you are an older woman, you tend to be more opinionated. You tend to be more rebellious. You tend to be harder to get along with and not pleasant. You tend to want everything your way. You tend to not want to let us finish our conversations with you. You like to cut in and cut us off in the conversation. You love to interrupt. You like to tell us what you will do and what you will not do. You like to go and come as you please. You want to be disrespectful. You think a man should do this and do that and do this. You think that you are the center of the universe. That's why
he was passing out.
Great older women when it comes to their personality, moral, ethics. Now, ethics. Another thing, you're not as attractive at 50 as this woman over here is at 20. Most of you women are overweight. You have let yourselves go. You got 1,000 tattoos on you by that age. You got tattoos of your last men on your name. You got Pookie on your arm. You got Ray Ray on your other arm. You got Nook Nook on your tramp stamp back there. Okay? There's a lot of reasons why we choose younger women, and this is not unusual. All throughout history, multicultural, it has been common for older men to want younger women. Matter of fact, in some cultures, they want their young daughters to be with older men. Why? Because when they are older, they have already became successful enough and have resources and assets to provide and protect for their daughters. And most of you younger women want older men. The women who are speaking out against men who are dating younger women are the ones who are left behind. The garbage women, the women that was rejected, the women who have 4 or 5 different baby daddies, the women that are so difficult to be around that they can't maintain a relationship, the women who focus on getting a degree, the women who focus on her job more than they did the relationship, the women who are now lonely because now they realize chasing the bag was not what they should have been doing. They should have been chasing a relationship with a good man so they could be married. These are the women who are mad about this. The women who are out of shape, like this one right here. That's the reason why men date younger women. And we're not perverts. We're not perverts. We don't have a chemical imbalance. It's not against the law to date them. If they're 21, they legal in a lot of states. Okay? So she just insulted every man she could think of who has a desire for a younger woman. Probably because the men that she wants don't want her ass and want a younger woman. Let's continue.
And you're out here taking advantage, full advantage of that young, immature, vulnerable.
You know what?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that's what we can call it tonight.
Man, you know what? You and Jerry are carrying the spirit somewhat, just a tad bit. I can tell. Yeah.
I told you, bro.
I can tell. Yeah.
I told you.
But like I said, ladies,
words of
it's a rant. What's going on right now? It's the rant. So we buffered it by the rant that we're going on. That's the title. We're just getting it off our chest. Y'all go ahead, man. Go ahead, dog. Yeah, I'm enjoying
it. Ability. Nasty. You need to have your mama or somebody else validate your manhood and leave these little girls alone. Get somebody your own age, because the reality is you're not going to be able to please these young girls for long. Just because you're having problems with ED and all this other kind of stuff that you got going on, you want somebody younger.
Okay, let's get to that. Not every man who is older has erectile dysfunction. And even if he does, guess what? Science, the innovations of mankind, have created pills that can make them have a long-lasting erection. So that's an easy fix for most men. But what is not an easy fix for most or all women is that you can't put them bastard kids back in your womb.
I gotta stop it right there.
Yeah, y'all just alike, bro.
See, I told you.
Yeah, y'all just alike, bro. Oh man, oh
Look,
man.
let me tell you something. Bro, you gonna start. You go. They gonna learn today, bro. They gonna learn today.
I see y'all got passion about this thing.
The thing is, bro, I'm telling you, it's the thing is, man, it's 1,000 videos out here. Women out here basically shitting on us all day long, but they never talk about that wonder wound that they got floating in the air. They call them pussy. They done got all they shit scooped out where they can't have kids anymore. They can't grip no dick like they used to no more. Pussy just wide the fuck open where you can see their heartbeat. And now all of a sudden they mad because their daughter still got their shit working down there. Oh yeah. But at the same time they say niggas ain't hitting on shit. But guess what?
Our lives sat around this dinner table here tonight, but that you can't believe.
Straight like that.
I'm like, well, tell them why you're mad, son. Tell them why you're mad.
Those kids that you had outside of the confines of marriage, those non-marital or premarital births that you given to the world, you can't get rid of them. Ain't no pill for that shit. Ain't no magic pill gonna make you lose them 30, 40, 50 pounds that you know you need to be losing, that you've been talking about every New Year. Just my New Year's resolution. I'm gonna lose about 10 to 15 pounds, which you never seem to get to.
Lose 10 to 15 pounds. Then when tax time come and gain about 60 more pounds.
He said, he said, he couldn't get to the 15 pounds.
Yeah, bro.
I see you really pay attention to detail. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's out here for you to see it. Batteries not included.
Pay attention to detail, bro. That's what's up. We need that. Yeah. Yeah, we need it. We definitely need eyes all over the place. Why we ain't all clumped together? Everybody spread out because we need this all over the place. Gotta reach these people, man. Yeah, gotta reach these people.
Yeah.
Okay. Ain't no fix your womb to become barren at a certain age. The chances of you giving birth to birth to children gets less and less, and to the point where you may not even have kids no more when you come across that man that you really want. Ain't no pill for that. So save your insults.
Who you can control to validate your nasty self. So I'm just saying, if it's you, I said what I said and I meant what I said. You're nasty and you really ought to be locked up. And I promise, if it's mine, I went to wanted to go and celebrate my daughter's turning 21. So we all kind of went out with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, now we getting somewhere. Mm-hmm. Now we getting somewhere. Now I see why it's so personal for her now. Okay, go ahead, dog. Make your point. I see what's happening here.
All these old men in these clubs that only these are the clubs that just the 21, 22, 23, 24-year-olds are in. It's a young club. And all these old, bald, cul-de-sac drawn in hairline men in there sitting, pedophile. I don't care if they 21 or not. That's pedophilia. That is some pedophile mentality.
Pause it right quick, 10 seconds. Let me hop in right quick. Now, here's the thing, P. She say the club, let's use what she just said, the evidence right here. We're going to use this evidence, Exhibit A. Her statement was, this club is for 21-year-olds and things like this. First and foremost, I already know you're not there at that club. Your daughter is telling you about the men that are talking to her at this club. You're already getting despicably bitter because it ain't you getting that attention. You're jealous of your daughter. Sad, but that's my point. I'm gonna yield back.
Yeah, I mean, she realized that pussy ain't. Her pussy is basically a cup now. That's all it is. It just kept it. It just catching water when she go in the tub. Every time she go in the tub, ain't nothing holding it in.
It just it's the turn catcher's mitt. You know what I'm saying? Back
Yeah, that's what I'm
catcher's
saying. That's what I'm saying. If she sneezes, it echoes through her mouth into her pussy hole. Her pussy lips are jiggling. You know, in the
So you
song
just,
jiggling, baby.
bro, you just be getting too vulgar with the.
Jiggling, baby. But anyway, let's go further, bro. I'm sorry. No, I'm not.
No, you ain't tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad.
If an older man wants a woman that is younger in age, he's a pedophile. This is just she wants it to be a pedophile because she wants all the older men to want her because she's older and she's out of shape. She don't want the younger women. See, the problem is you women don't want to compete. I'm gonna put it back on the screen, but I'm gonna get to the facts and statistics right quick. You women don't want to compete for a man. See, and when you want to compete for a man, it's too late. You got too much baggage. You got too much emotional baggage. You got too much trauma. You got too many baby daddies. You got too much all of this and all of that. Now you can't compete with a woman that got a nice curvy body, some perky titties, because yours touching your toenails right now. Yeah, you fat and ugly and stinking and shit and got dents all in your leg and shit, got more dents than a car at a junkyard and shit. Now you want to you can't compete with these women.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? I mean, just think about it. Most older men want to see you spread eagle, but you can't spread eagle because your knees are bad.
Hold on, calm down. Everybody just calm down now.
No, she got to put those Forrest Gump braces on her legs. You know, Forrest Gump had to put those braces on his legs so he can start walking and running and shit, walking straight. Nobody ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, let's go ahead.
That's why you're mad. You feel insecure. Let me go ahead and read some of this on the screen to you because we better get down to it. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Now, according to my research, it says what
Be easy on me, baby, because you know I got these old knees, and these old knees is hurting me so you know, just take the time. Don't hurt nothing.
Bro, I thought that was a clip.
Nah, bro, that was me. I'm sorry.
percentage of men date younger women. Zeus. Research shows that 60% of men date younger women. And of that, 22% are attracted to women more than 10 years younger than they are. See, this ain't nothing new. Let's keep going. Some research suggests age is just a number and that women tend to be more mature than men, so the gap ceases to be an issue. Now, I kind of am on the fence about that because I know a lot of old women that are fools and there are some women who are not. But it is a natural thing for men to desire younger, fit women. This is why we tell you older women, but you refuse to listen. We tell you to get fit. We tell you to get in the gym. We tell you to lose some damn weight. That way you can compete with these younger women. That way you can be physically attractive when we see you. But you don't want to do it. You want to get fat and slobby and look like the human blob and shit. And then you want to get mad at men who date other women. Now I'm going to show you.
That's the reason why.
There it is. Hey, now see, that's that cut hard, straight up 100 proof right there. Folks don't like that because they like them soft drinks on the simp side of things and on the feminine side of things.
If she
Ain't nobody taking shots of this real liquor out here called True.
I gotta give a special shout out to Nikiki Johnson out there.
Okay.
Who went to school with us at Simmons High School. You know what I'm saying? She stays in the gym, and she's younger than us. She's about 5 years young, 4 or 5 years younger than us. And she looks gorgeous. She keeps herself up. And that's all. That's all most men want to see is a woman looking healthy.
That's all we want.
You
we want, listen, two things. Just stay fit, and we want y'all to be our peace and respect us. We got that, you get everything. That's it.
Exactly.
That's
and learn to keep your fucking mouth shut. Stop talking so goddamn much.
That's getting the respect part. You know what I'm saying?
Listen to the reason.
Got to do it.
That's all we ask. We ain't ask. They don't say much. We ain't trying to string you up in the tree like the KKK or some shit. All we doing is trying to keep things going like it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You know, but y'all ass don't want to listen because we already know there's an agenda. Let's go.
Show you some very popular people with age
Oh,
differences,
we got
age
drunk in the
gaps,
house. What's up,
and relationships. Let me go to the beginning. Emil and George Clooney, 17 years different. George is 62, she is 45. Okay, next one. Viola Davis and Julius Tennant, there's a 12-year age gap. Davis is 58, he is 69. Dick Van Dyke, old guy, there is a 46-year-old difference. Van Dyke.
Now, I want to say something about Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke just had a birthday, I guess today. He's at the age of 98 years old now, still living, from Dick Van Dyke show from back in the days.
Really?
And he's got a young woman. Yeah, that young pussy keep you on your toes, man.
That what happened?
Yeah, ask Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones got a young woman. I remember Eddie Griffin said a joke on his comedy thing where he said something about if he see an older woman trying to holler, he said his daddy, no, his granddaddy told him, he said, if I see an older woman trying to holler at me, I'm gonna hold her ass for the police. Cause he don't want no damn. He said he like young hoes. He said he want that. He said he want a hoe so young to the point where he can pick her up and birth her ass like a baby.
Well, that's the thing about it is because listen, fellas, it's all good and dandy to want the younger woman. But check this out. If you ain't keeping your body in shape to keep up with that younger engine, you can also die on that while you don't want to go out like that.
Yeah. I mean,
because guess what? That story also gets passed down to other women through that woman, you know what I'm saying? That older man. You don't want that out there. Don't do us like that. We go school. Let's get in the gym, fellas.
Dick is 97. He is almost 100 years old. And he is married to a 52-year-old woman.
See?
You know this one right here. Some of you who love Beyonce, Jay-Z and Beyonce, there's a 12-year difference. Beyonce is 42 and Jay-Z is 53. Eddie Murphy and Paige Butcher, there's an 18-year difference. 18-year difference. Eddie Murphy is 62 and his wife is 44 years of age.
Go ahead. You go ahead, bro.
Did you want to take the shot at what Drunk just put up?
He said the thing about young women these days is you really mentally getting a kid, and I can't deal with it.
Okay.
In
now,
the 90s,
I can understand.
I felt like mature young women existed, bro. They very, very rare these days. Yeah, I get that. And the reason why they're very, very rare is just like the brother Jeremy Hill just said. A lot of their mothers don't want them to know the real truth of a man's anatomy, a man's value, and things of that nature. So she tries to manicurely bring her up the same way her thought processes is, because she's not like her daughter looks now. Her daughter looked like how she used to look back 20 and 30 years ago.
She see that reflection of her. Go ahead.
Because I seen a story back here where a man that was her stepfather was going with the mother for like 20, 25 years. And then when the daughter got to a certain age, he ended up breaking up with the mother to get with the daughter. The daughter pregnant. Yeah.
Sound like you cheering, dog. Don't do that.
He said the word that was said, well, we goddamn. I bet they don't draw the like hot wing paper. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? Hot wing paper?
I mean, it's a rant. Y'all boys get it off y'all chest, man.
Are you lost, sweetheart? Are you afraid, honey?
Anyway, let's move on.
So you're complaining that men want younger women. Men want women that are going to be submissive and get on our plan, get on our program. This is why men are choosing younger women, because sometimes, not all, but most times, these younger women or more submissive than you are. They don't get on our damn nerves. They won't stress us out. They're willing to try new things with us. We can have good, pleasant experiences for them. A lot of these.
And looking at that young date woman there, she's not a bad looking woman. She's a nice looking woman.
Yeah, but her kids is ugly as hell. That's why we don't want them.
Yeah.
Well, not all, but a lot of them. This is why these men who are successful, men of substance and means, choose younger women because it's easier to deal with them. The older you are, the more of a bitch you will be.
Yes, sir.
I'm just telling you, the more there is no value for a woman on the data market who stays out there for 10, 15, 20 years, off and on relationship, babies from different men, divorces underneath their belt. You have become hardened. Your heart is hard and cold. You're as cold as a cold stone. This is why we don't want you. Anytime we want some head or something from you, you're going to give it to me. You're going to do it to me too. Everything is a tit for tat. Everything is, if I do for you, you got to do something for me too. These younger women be happy about that shit. That's why you're losing. But let's continue with what this moron is talking about. And this will be a live stream. I think I'm going to do it tonight. Y'all check out the community tab, and I'm going to cover this same subject.
And if you, as a 30, 40, 50-year-old, are in there scoping out these 21-year-olds, I can guarantee you looking at somebody's 5-year-old. So wait, I'm telling you, if you meet a man and you're with him and he turn around and look at somebody's butt that walking down the street and they young, something wrong with it.
Come on now, dog.
Run, sis, run. Run.
Come on, man.
Run. Fast.
Wait till you see the
Or like run from her.
No.
Run from her. Run for people who think like her. That is the dumbest shit I've heard lately. That is stupid. So if you woo. So like I said, this probably will be a live stream today at 5:30. I have to do some things. I'm gonna try to see if I can make this a live stream at 5:30 Central Standard Time today. If not, it will definitely be tomorrow. When I got a guest coming over tomorrow. But all right, so I'm gonna try to really push this at 5:30 Central Standard Time today for this subject matter. Y'all know it when I put it in the community tab. I'm gonna put a thumb.
Yeah. Shout out to Rose Jeremy Hill once again for that contest, man.
Yeah, see, I can tell you and Jay Hill, y'all boys are pissed at our women. I thought I was hot at them, but y'all are pissed at them.
I told you, bro, I'm not pissed at them. It's just the fact these hoes ain't loyal. Like,
my point, exactly. Sustained.
See, the thing don't choke on me. Don't choke on me.
Go ahead, fellas. Get it off your chest.
See, the thing is, here's my thing. When you listen to women that talk like that, it's gonna rattle bones in the valley to most guys. Well, see, guys, you know, I'm gonna tell you, when I hear a rod that talk like that, this is what I hear. That's all I hear, because he ain't talking about shit. Because the thing is, anybody with common sense would tell you that, you know, by law, when you turn 18, you're considered an adult. Basically, you're off the favors of your parents. Your parents can kick your ass out anytime he or she feel like it. Now, she's literally saying that you, and even before then, way back in the days, in the shit, before I was even thought of, because Brother Jeremy Hill is around our age. If you know what I'm saying, he's in his 40s just like we are. And the thing is, way back in the days, before then, our grandparents and great grandparents dated young. Our granddaddies dated women that were 14 and he was 20, 21. So R. Kelly type of shit. But at the same time, he molded that young lady into the woman that he wanted her to be later on down the line. And she bared his children. And they lived happily ever after. and they've been they've been together for 50, 60, 70, maybe even 80 years for her dying day. And the thing is, it worked it out like a charm because they raised their children together. Everything was hunky-dory and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, that is like a thing of the past. That down there should be in a historical museum some damn where. Because back then, black men knew their place just like a black woman knew her place. Nowadays, black women don't know their place no more. All black women know how to do is get out here and bitch all day long about what they not getting, what black men have done to them, yada, yada, yada. But see, here's the thing that most black women ain't gonna tell you, that their whole concept is competition with their friends. You see your homegirl talking to this dude that popping bottles in the club, you want to try to see what's up with him too. Because you're not gonna tell her that, I'm gonna try to holler at this nigga while her back is turned. Because you're gonna be like, oh, I see he bought you this, he bought you. Yeah, girl, he bought me a ring, he bought me some shoes, he bought me some clothes. Like, shit, I need to see what this nigga can do for me. But and then sometimes she'll jump in there and try to get his number behind her friend's back and start fucking the dude and every damn thing. And then next thing you know, she come up pregnant. Now, see, those are things that they do that has never been talked about. See, you talk about shit like that. You only talking about your mom. No, bitch, I'm talking about your stupid dumb ass.
Oh, all right, calm down. Let me get it.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
I know. Okay, now check it. I wanna touch bases and go back to a point. Let me go back up on the screen right quick so I can pull it back up right quick. Okay, two things that Drock said earlier. First thing he said was the thing about also younger women is that at some point they're gonna feel like you got them before it's too early. They really experienced life, and that's one of the problems again. Now he just putting up again, say he's seen the divorces where women felt like it was something better out there for her and older women to know better. Now, with these two cases, they're actually tied together. Let me tell you how. First and foremost, young and experienced. So that's one thing we got to understand as dealing with the younger woman. That's what we got coming into the camp. All right. Second thing is she's already had women around her, whether it's being her family, school, or just the regular hood that has done told her so many things and they don't see nothing work. So there has never been no stability in our women's life where they see a structured unit going that works for years, just like you just said about our grandparents. Mm-hmm. They don't see structure now. Everything is independently done. That means everybody's doing something different, but it all ends in chaos, interestingly enough. So when this young woman comes into the camp, you got to be able to lead her to the point where, as the father that she didn't see or the man that she didn't see growing up, you got to show that forth to give her the structure of things. Mm-hmm. Then the man side of you, because she's also inexperienced, she may want to do things. This is where you have to be strong enough, vigorous enough, and up to date enough to do these things with her, to let her experience these things with you, not by herself. Mm-hmm. So that means going to the club. You know what I'm saying? She may want to, do something like, water polo, something out the crazy. You got to be there to do that. Mm-hmm. Because of how good you look and how much money you have. Once she finds out that, that, okay, in certain things, he doesn't interest me in things like that. This is when the slick guy gonna throw somebody else in the mix that does have the interest that she has. And you like, well, I got this and I got this, I still lose it because the attention is somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So the attention is kept there by letting her know, this is how things will play out. And then walking along her while she allows to make those decisions, like, oh, let me see how this is gonna go. And then when you get to the point where it goes haywire, you like, see, this is what I told you. So now she's like, okay, now I can learn to trust you. So when you do tell me something to leave, I can allow you to leave. So it's gonna be some leeway, and it may get to the point like just for say, for instance, on a wild situation. She may like, you know what I'm saying, well, I don't know if this gonna work within a year. She like, I just want to go see what's going on. I will let her go. Reason being because she's been with me for a year. Which means I have bonded with her. She's gonna take that with her. Because anytime she meets any male, guess what women do? They're gonna compare her to what I already know. This is the problem with the women. They got so many to compare to. That's why she'll never be satisfied mentally. So knowing that she's with you and you pair bonded with her, when she does go out and meet somebody, and if she does do that, she'll come back and regrets like, nah, it wasn't what I thought it was. And he said it was gonna be like this. Now you got to go ahead and forgive her and bring that back in. So now that bond is strengthened because she's like, now I know if I did do that, you know what I'm saying, how I will feel about it, how I jacked up things, the future, the present, and all of a sudden I have a past now. I don't want to have that track no more. And I'm not going to do that. Now, if there's true repentance coming from her and you know that, then you're like, okay, cool. All right, let's start this over again. Now, next time we're going to do it different. Yeah, we're going to do it that way. But if she jumps bail and says, I want to do that again, guess what? You got to let that go. Because that wants to wild out some more. So no reason trying to reel that in knowing that it won't go. Go find another. And I'm going to yield back.
Yeah, most definitely. That's the thing, though, man. Is, even through that video that we just showed on the Brother Jeremy Hill show, when that sister said that, she literally was given some fictional concepts of an older man dating a younger grown woman. Because she literally said, I don't care if she is 21. If you don't care, well, then Trick, why did you say that then? You do care. You care for the fact that a woman that is in the same place you used to be 20, 30 years ago got the spotlight on her now. And the spotlight, they cut the light off on your ass because, you ain't irrelevant no more. You just grandma now. And the reason why is because look what you're doing now. You talking right now. You running your mouth now. You already a turn off. Shout out to the brother Drunk. He was saying about he'd rather have an older woman. Brother, let me tell you something. I've been with an older woman for 6 years. And what I learned being with that woman was the fact that it was good to the last drop, like the old coffee commercial. It was good to the last drop. But only one problem, the problem I had with that situation was I was taking care of her as well as her 2 kids, which was no problem to me at the time. But in the realities of it, I didn't have any kids at the time. And I felt like that I was literally wasting a little bit of my life trying to get a woman to bear a child for me that couldn't do it. And it got to the point where I had to get out of that relationship because even so, I was younger than she was, way, way younger than her. Folks that was in her camp, that was in her family, friends and stuff, was thinking like she was literally taking care of me. And I had a full figure job, working 16 hours a day at a goddamn fish factory in Hollandale, Mississippi. But at the same time, they didn't see it that way. They seen it to the point where, oh, he's a little young ass, thug ass nigga. Because the way I dressed, the way I talked, the way I walked, and I wasn't from down south. I was from California, from South Central LA. So it's like, this nigga here, he's up to no good. Got to keep an eye out on him. So everything that I did was always a problem. You know what I'm saying? If I say I'm going to hang with my homeboy, better go watch him because he probably fucking around with some little young bitches with his homeboys or some shit. They always putting a bad taste in this woman's mouth about me. But guess what? I didn't do what she did to me. Like when I was DJing at the club in Mississippi, like I usually do back in those days, I DJ'd on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I get all my CDs and stuff when we play CDs back then. But get all my stuff, I head down to the club because I know I wasn't coming back to the house until after the club was closed. As I'm going to the club, I never had the mindset to think that this woman was bringing another man over to the house while I was at the house, while I was at the club. And everybody knew it but me. Even her family folks knew about it. Her kids knew about it. I didn't. But everybody seemed to always point the finger at what the fuck I was doing, and could have got me and her killed because the man's wife, when I was recording music, because I had a little studio inside the house at the time. Besides DJing, I had a music. I had a rap group, and I used to do beats. I still do beats now. But we was in the club, we was in the studio recording, and we came out on a smoke break because I used to smoke Black and Miles. We came out and started smoking and chilling and talking and stuff. In this van, a Ford Windstar, 1998 Ford Windstar van rolled up. And the woman rode by and looked, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? I said, do y'all know who that is? And they were like, no, we don't know who that is. I was like, y'all sure? And they were like, yeah. I was like, I don't know who that is either. And the van rode through the next day. And come to find out, it was the man's wife. She wanted to tell me that the woman that I was with at the time was cheating on me with her husband. And that her and her husband used to stay in the fights. Because she said she used to follow him to the girl's house. But she said she just wanted to see where he was going because she kind of figured he was doing something he had no business doing. And the thing is, she's an older woman now. And like I say, y'all can sit up there, folks can sit up there and depict and say that young women, they do the cheating too. Yeah, of course they do what they mama do what they see their mama do. A lot of times, young women, they only go off the contradiction of what their parents, whoever raised them, does. They don't just do that because, like you said, they have to learn. They want to learn. And most of the times, when these women, like I told you before, about the story about the young lady that ended up with her mama's ex-boyfriend or ex-husband or whatever, she sit up there and jot down everything her mother was doing wrong and say, you know what? I'm not gonna do him like she did him. Because he literally was buying her clothes, buying her school clothes, and getting everything that she needed. While her mom sitting up there talking about, so I ain't got time to be laying down with you, Tyrone. I'm tired as hell. And he's sitting up there like, baby, well, I don't work 16 hours a day. I don't give no fuck. I'm tired. So he's sitting up there looking at your daughter as she grows older, and she's getting thick, and she's looking just like you used to look back in the day. And it's just like that old girl did on Players Club with Ebony. Ebony was sitting up there listening to Wade Diamond was talking shit about her boyfriend, and she was relaxing and taking notes. Like, hey, you don't want to handle it? I will. And that's how it is. That's why you have to be careful on the things that you say and do. When the Most High puts somebody in your life for a reason, not just for a goddamn season. And that's where we fucks up at every time. Because we rather depict, what other folks got to say about their person instead of finding out the person yourself. And see, that's what that young lady on that video was doing. She was a failure in her relationship. And she just wanted to try to make it look like her daughter is a victim. No, her daughter is gonna be winning. She's gonna do 10 times better than her mama does. Because don't get it twisted. Women do not like their daughters like talking about it. I ain't saying some. I ain't saying all with some. They know who they are. I ain't gotta say all or none or some or shit. You know who the fuck you are. You hate your daughter. Your daughter is the worst thing in the world. You wish you could put that bitch up back over your pussy and start all over again. Let it be a war. That's how fucked up this shit is. Good word.
Tell them why you mad, son.
No, I ain't mad. I'm just telling the factual. I'm just giving the facts. But like I say, you can get with an older woman, but at the same time, know what you're getting with. Because she'll cheat too. Especially when it comes down to her pussy blowed out and she wants some money to basically get what she want to get if you can't get it for her. Tell myself, I want to go to the boat. And you kind of, baby, I ain't got enough money to go to the boat. Okay, then you ain't got to have it, baby. The next thing you know, she calling her home girl Shanika. Shanika. Is Tyrone over there got some money? your friend, Tyrone's cell phone now. Hey Tyrone, you got $100? I'm trying to go to the boat. Hell yeah, girl. What you got for me? What you want? Shit, I got this goddamn pie right for you, baby. What about your dude? Fuck that nigga. Fuck his broke ass. Oh, okay then. Well, shit, this nigga at the rendezvous point. Well, I got you, girl. Yeah, that goes down. So drunk, my brother drunk. Be careful. That's all I can say. It's the same shit, different toilet, homie. All smell bad. It all smell bad.
Yeah.
Bro, what you got? You want to say something about the older woman? You think you want to get your older woman now?
Who?
I was just asking, bro. You want to get your older woman?
Are you lost, sweetheart? Are you afraid, honey?
Like I said, my thing is I was created to lead. I don't need you know what I'm saying, be running into somebody like, well, I think it need to go this way.
Yeah. Because see, that's the thing. You get an older woman, she's already starting her ways. She already know what she wants. She already know how she want things to be. So you shouldn't even want to even go on that level. Now, if you young and you trying to learn, that's what you want to do. That's one thing. Well, if your ass in your 40s, damn near 50, you ain't got nobody looking at no old ass woman. None whatsoever. Because she's already ran through. That motherfucker got a pussy hole like an interstate. Everything running through that bitch. All type of buses and cars, SUVs, 18-wheelers, everything running through there. You want you something brand new that's still under construction. That's what I'm talking about. But like you call it the weather planet, bro. It is what the fuck it is. It is what the fuck it 2-3 is. But I want to say once again, shout out to the brother Jeremy Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Salute.
I think he's gonna be coming on Sunday. We saw it come on Sunday too. I'm trying to get out. I know I'm get up in the morning because I gotta get out here to Florida, Lakeland, Florida. Because I'm down here in Texas now. So hopefully I'll be in Florida by Sunday. We're gonna do the It's Just Our Opinion podcast. This is just like the offshoot of Just Our Opinion podcast. Let's talk. But if you own brother Jeremy Hill, you know what I'm saying? We do the other podcast, It's Just Our Opinion. And we do subject matters. Like we got a show on we've been doing for the last couple of weeks, we've been doing subjects on the black owned record companies.
I got it right here. Let me run it down.
Yes, sir.
Allude to what my brother was just saying, you know what I'm saying, family out that way. We were covering black-owned record labels, okay? Our premier, you know what I'm saying, show that we started out with, that was Stax Records. Stax Records down in Memphis. Mr. Eddie Floyd, Otis Redding, premier key players in that. Then we had Motown, Philadelphia International, Ruthless Records, Solar Records, Bad Boy, Uptown, Death Row, No Limit, Cash Money, Cold Chillin', and our last show was Sugar Hill. Now, if you didn't get a chance to catch that show, I think you really need to check that out on Sugar Hill. Mrs. Sylvia Robinson, I'm going to put the name out there, do your research. She's a pioneer of our music, and you'll see why. But after that, our up featuring one that we coming up this Sunday, is there, bro?
Yeah, Rap a Lot.
Rap a Lot, Jay Prince. So please tune in for that. But after that, yeah, I'll yield back.
Yep. Yes, sir. That's right. And Jeremy Hill, that's right. That's your part of the country too, Houston.
Yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? We got to get him, you know what I'm saying, the pink. Matter of fact, they had that thing, what was going on down in Dallas about the what was it again, bro? Get me back up to speed on it.
Oh, talking about the black march. all black men march.
Yeah, Peace March they had across the bridge. Now they
Yeah,
didn't get the exclusivity that they should have nationally because they kept their clothes under covers right there in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But I expected that. Like I was telling my brother, I expected that. But that unity is something that we need because as black men getting together to understand something, coming together for a cause, that makes the women also think about we need to get our act together for peace to see.
Yeah, he calling out all the artists on record on Ravelon Records. Yeah.
Yeah.
UGK,
My favorite group right there, 8 Ball and MJG for sure.
and
For
UGK.
sure.
Yeah, we're gonna try to cover all that this summer.
Coming out hard.
So hopefully,
That's
you know,
what we
when
go
you
back to. Yeah.
get doing your content, bro, you come on over and check us out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna most likely I'm gonna come over there and we're gonna try to check you out. Hopefully I can get shut down in time. Hell, we probably come on your show.
what time the brother show kicking off? So we both know.
I think his show kicks off with about 6. Is it 5:15 or 5:30 or something like that? Central Time.
Yeah, well, we can go and log on in his, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kick some dust up on his show a little bit.
Yeah. What's the time on your show, bro? Let's see. Okay, 5:30. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, 5:30. That's good timing because see,
be in there.
Yeah, because when he come on there, we come on there and chime in. You know what I'm saying? And then after we get through chiming in, then we can just go and get ready to start ours because ours is at 6:30.
Yeah, you know, more bang for the buck with me. I'm all right with that. Let's go.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with because I said I've been wanting to come on the show for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Since I first heard him out. Cause like I said, bro, when I first heard this show, I was like, oh shit, we got another Kevin Samuels type. But at the same time, he a little bit hardcore than Kevin Samuels. He sound like me. See, Kevin Samuels was trying to get him. He was cool, but he was trying to be a little cool, calm, collected with it. You know what I'm saying?
It was well worded. I mean, that's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? You can get it out. You got to be tactfully about it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the way his tone and delivery was and all the way it did. It's how you're supposed to do it. It's showmanship too, you know?
Yeah. And I see he said earlier they try to make some threats on him in his email. Yeah, you're going to have that because, see, now, you know, shout out to the he got up to like 16,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get to that level one day.
It's called influence, and they don't like that, especially when it's putting a mirror out there like, look, you dirty people. You need to clean it up before you get out there in the streets. Clean it off your face. Yeah, and that's the thing about it. The crust that they see on their face in the morning is how they live down the street. It's nasty, baby.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I mean, because we have motherfuckers come on our show, you know, every now and again, come on there and say some goofy shit. We ignore it a lot of times, and you know, we keep on talking. But if they keep on saying some silly shit, then that's when we'll react to them. You know what I'm saying? But as long as they keep that shit keep that shit 1,000, keep moving, we ignore their ass. We don't even pay no attention because like I say, you know what I'm saying? It get to that point. They don't want to release the beast. They don't want to release the beast.
Ariel Akeem.
That's right. All day. They don't want to do that.
Pride, people.
Yeah, they don't want to do that.
Ariel Akeem. Lion Tribe. You better believe it.
Okay, bro.
Yeah.
Good having you on, you know, coming through, you know what I'm saying, showing love. You know what I'm saying? You always welcome. Welcome. Like the Reverend Real used to say in the church. You're welcome. The church's doors are always open. Can I get an amen? Amen.
Now, in that same note, I'm gonna go with the TD Snake slang for my brother on Sunday. Get ready.
That sounds like some P. Diddy shit, though. You know.
I wrote a song about it, like the kid. Here go.
Fuck that. We ain't gonna talk about TD Snakes and Tyler Fruitberry.
No, don't do it. Let's just go on out clean. Let's go on out clean.
Yeah. We love you, brothers. You know what I'm saying? I guess on that bullshit. But anyway, bro, you got anything else you want to report on before we get out of here? Cause like I say, Sunday we gonna do the show on Ravelot Records. You know, our culture, our music. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be 14, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 14.
Okay.
Volume 14, part 14. The Ravelot Record Story.
13.
You know what I'm saying? And this shit here gonna be hardcore. Is it 13 or 14?
13.
13. Okay. 13. And bruh, Ravelot got a list. I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet. This a snippet. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom.
Uh-huh. I like give him a little taste.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole lot of them. A lot of them we probably not gonna get a chance.
Next Sunday, right here.
You know what I'm saying? We probably there's a whole lot of artists that came off Ravelot Records, man, and a couple of them were West Coast artists. That I'm not gonna tell y'all who it is. That's gonna be kind of surprising to a lot of y'all that was on that label too. They're from out my way that I couldn't believe. I was like, wow, I thought it was just down south, but no, Ravelot didn't discriminate. They had everybody on that joint. But we were talking about it Sunday, 6:30 Central Standard Time. Which when I'll be out there in Florida, it's probably gonna be I'll probably be on Eastern time by that time. So it's gonna be like 7:30 my Eastern time. But anyway, bro, you got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
All right, fellas. Instead of getting emotional, get back to being logical. And I'm gonna lean back.
Yes, sir. All right, bro.
Shout out,
time.
man.
All right, deuces, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, show tonight. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. Big shout out once again goes out to my brother Jeremy Hill from the Jeremy Hill Show. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got a chance, go on this channel. You know, Jeremy Hill Show on YouTube. And he's also on TikTok as well, the Jeremy Hill Show. You know what I'm saying? And check him out, 5:30 Central Standard Time on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? He give good content. Now, like he say, and even over here too on this channel, if you're easily triggered, don't come on, don't watch the show, because it might not be the show for you. Because he gonna tell it like a TIT is, whether you like it or not. That's just like how we are over here. But anyway, much love, respect to you guys. I'm gonna give me some rest because I gotta hit it hard and heavy tomorrow. But it's all love. Much love, respect to you guys. Your boy Chaos out. Deuces.
Nor can we let the government of America off, because the government of the United States of America has proved to be the worst enemy of black people. So now when it comes time for justice, this is not spoken out of hatred or out of bitterness, but reparations have to be given to black people, even as Jews received reparations from the onslaught of Nazi Germany. And now the Japanese are going to receive reparations for what America did by putting them in concentration camps. What's wrong with the children of slaves? We are here poor, ragged, hungry, naked, and out of doors. Reparations is what we want, and everyone that had a part in our destruction will have a part in paying